My content is for 13 and up or adult collectors of the product. 13 and up, adult collectors of the product. These are people who go to tournaments and events, right? People who compete and that type of stuff. That's what this content is for, so please pay attention to the disclaimer. That being said, this is going to be for the Thunder Edge battle sets, trying to see whether or not, the new parts are worth it or not. Over. These are probably going to be a lot closer than I thought. So that means we're probably going to need Hasbro's wheel, to be sure. I don't know, it depends. Yeah, it's getting closer near the end, so up the order. If they're just relatively close, then that is also okay, I guess. They're probably pretty close, but I don't know, maybe Hasbro loses. Alright, well, they're gonna go around, so we're gonna see. Generally, Hasbro, I would say, is still worse than Hasbro's wheel. I think Hasbro's wheel is generally your best disc for Hasbro only. But I am noticing, I think it is kind of close when it was the first way. I think the other way it's more clear. But, no, to not badmouth completely, you know, it could kind of hold a little bit close, but probably what this just means is similar to, let's say, if you did the shot disc versus Hasbro over, if you did this disc to Hasbro over. Generally, Hasbro over has a little bit more of an advantage. Of course, it can still lose, but just means the TQ probably had a potential to be really, really like something. So I can't say it's clapped. It's at least probably better than a lot of QS and QD discs, but it's pretty unimpressive. Like when you're better than most of the stuff that's not that good, it's not a feat. So I would do opposite spin for it, but I feel it's a little bit redundant. If the same spin's like this, I don't think opposite spin is necessary. Like you can do like Hasbro's tapered, same spin for Hasbro only, and probably do okay. So the disc, I think, probably... Well, actually, my only other option is Xantha, so it's your best QS disc currently. In general, you know, I'd probably make this sit next to maybe Hasbro's over, but I want to see how it first does against Hasbro's Giga Disc. We're going to try again with Hasbro's Giga. I think Hasbro's wheel's overkill, because if it can't beat Hasbro's over, there's no need for Hasbro's wheel. If it beats Hasbro's Giga, then it's right next to over for use. Which is not bad, I guess. Hasbro's Giga! Hopefully it does alright here in this section. Otherwise, it's just going to go right next to Hasbro's Giga. Right next to it. It lost again to Hasbro Giga. Okay, so this is like... same tier as like the Giga, the Shots, whatever. So that's, you know, it is what it is. Obviously, you know, results can vary. Okay, so this disc is kind of clapped. Okay, so I'm not too far off. I ever said in the review that it wasn't that special. However, one thing I thought was very interesting was actually just how sharp this disc is compared to, let's say, over. What I'm thinking is that potentially we could see something pretty nice here and see it maybe get used for attacks. Now, okay? So what I think should happen here... Yeah, I think this disc can maybe help Hasbro Zyphoid a bit for attack. Because I think it might be able to help kind of fling it around, so... If it can do that, especially against Turbo Spryzen, which is a pretty tank right now to attack stuff, it will have my respect. Not this round. This is probably going to be the best use for the disc on Zyphoid on G30. Woo, yeah! Of course, part of this could be on Zyphoid, but I am kind of liking a little bit... Oh, eBay, yeah, okay. Use. Now, the issue here is when it goes up against opposite spin stuff, because that's where I've noticed it does kind of struggle. Let's try one more. I should clarify again, you know, obviously there's G13. Obviously Zyphoid Blade could already give this impact. I don't know. I think on its design, I think I'm kind of liking it just for how it's doing it. Nice. Yeah, look at those hits, look at those hits. And even a burst, Kish. Let's try the Zyphoid. Okay, not that round, but on we'll try again. You can see what I mean here, that if you notice, the hits aren't as strong here, so it's not it's a bad disc or anything like. I just think that TQ, I think we found some use out of it. Obviously, Over can do the same thing. I'm just liking TQ a little bit more for the shape, which in fairness to TQ, I think it's kind of probably just doing it because if you look at the shape here, it's, I don't know. It's kind of like the same as Over, but, I don't know, I like the edges on here. I'm going to try again just to be sure before I gassed it up and I was wrong. So one more launch. No, I'm right here, because I'm right. Your stone. I don't know what else there is. Just dive. Okay, really, just those options. You know, you got some use here. This probably does make some sense actually. Because when I was going up against Requiems and Mirrors, I noticed the other one kept bursting. Usually it doesn't burst as much, so yeah. So for the Pandora disc, big positive here. Good for attack types. So that is very, very nice. Next up, we're going to be trying out Stamina here. Now this Stamina is going to probably be like a super, super easy test. We're going to try this up against Glory Kerbeus, Overbearing and Overbearing. We're going to see on the basic stuff if it can win, same opposites, whatever, and see if it does well, or if it doesn't. Now, the only way to find out for sure if it's bad or not is if it already dies to Glory really easily. If it dies to Glory really bad, that's all we need to see. That's all she wrote. That's it. If Glory loses and it wins, then we'll say, oh, wait. If it loses, then Gambit's better. My rule of thumb is if you have a top option and it's dominating really bad. I mean, I already saw what he did to Glory. Clearly the shape in those matchups against Glory, it's going to probably be Glory dying. Okay, so it died really, really bad to Gambit, which is not a good sign. Beat Glory, so that's good. We're going to try this up against... Again, for Hasbro only, you're going to try your next best shot, which is probably going to be your Cyclone. Cyclone, I would say, for Hasbro only, was probably your best QD before Gambit, for Stamina, at least. Well, there's Prominence. Yeah, Prominence, actually, Prominence. Speaking of which, we could try Prominence. And if it doesn't beat Prominence, then Cyclone. Prominence is a little hard to beat, so... If it can't be Prominence, then there's always Cyclone. They do call it Stamina, so I expect Stamina to win. Alright, we'll try that again. I went around and shouldn't have. Prominence. If Prominence takes it again, we'll see. I was thinking Cyclone, but then I thought, no, well, if it's doing this against Prominence, maybe we don't need Cyclone. So like Glory, Prominence, maybe close to that level, but not close to Gambit. So I don't know. It depends if Prominence takes this and Prominence is above. I mean, that's still, it's still probably just okay. Probably. Because the Gambit's too good. Honestly, I think when it comes to this, it's probably not going to do it. What is it? Are they even? Kinda even. Kinda even. Okay. Do we throw it up against opposite spin? Do I do it? I'll do it. Maybe it also shines, maybe it shines, I don't know, maybe it shines better in opposite. So we're going to throw this up against, I'm going to say Vanish for a second because I'm used to Standard too much. Drain. So, here's basic light launch is, if the shape works, the shape works. Wait, who's left in the set? Yeah, because these base performance tip stuff is a waste of time to test out. Mostly because they don't have that good of a shot. I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it. Leg clap. Okay. Bro, not okay. Forget opposite spin. Anytime it's that hard of a loss, you can tell that it's done. It's done. Okay. We're almost done with Pandora before we hit Divine, which, ironically enough, Divine is even though it's saved for last in this, it's not really that special. So we're going to try this up against Cyclone Kerbeus. We're going to put this on Hasbro's Over. We're going with whatever this attachment thing is supposed to be. We're going to throw this up against another Cyclone. It'll be Cyclone Dragon, and it'll be Hasbro's Over and Hasbro's Kick. So we're going to see with a second Cyclone now if that attachment is worth anything. I'm going to humor it. We're going to humor it right now. The reason why we're going to humor it, because they always suck, but I think it'd be funny just to see. So we'll see against Hasbro's Kick if it does, because all these attachments always have the same issue, that too tall for attack, just suck in general, or just really, really poor. Now keep in mind, obviously, that a lot of these things are kind of designed for the specific stadium, but even then, Hypersphere was designed for a stadium, and those were way better than a lot of other tips because of their stamina. So we're going to try it up. I don't know if this wins. Not like that. Well, if it wins like that, I guess. I wonder, can the Tiny Sharp pull it off? Probably not. God, with all the lack of paint, this actually looks like it could pass off as a Roxavor chip with our look. Wow, this is really a bad attachment. Wow, garbage! Garbage! Woo! Woo! Okay, well, we'll do one more, to be sure. So it stabilizes, so I was right. Again. Oh god, we have to do Divine. How does this, does Divine even, like, work with G13 to be, like, tight, or does it not? Probably not, but I'm gonna give it... Yeah, attachment, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna try Divine on G13. On TQ. I hate that name so much. And we're gonna see how does it do. If it doesn't do any well, it does really well. We're doing G13. I'm not gonna bother without it. I already know it sucks. We're gonna try it against Prominence. Oh god, this is a repeat of the actual Divine. It has no stamina. This is not good. Oh god. Oh man, this sucks. Come on, no. It has such an advantage right now. It's got the TQ disc. It's got G13, which kind of sticks out like how A-Gear would, but not really. You know what's funny here? I can't use any gears on this, unless you count like the Ragnar armor as the joke R gear. Okay, well, no, I could kind of. I think this is kind of similar to Dangerous when it just doesn't work out too well. Okay, well, I gotta see without G13 how long does it last. I know with G13 it's worse, obviously, but I do want to see with my own eyes just to be sure. I want to see how butchered Divine is. Oh, maybe it does better without R gear, I don't know. So that is a good sign that it's dying already. It's saying, hey man, I give up. There's no real weight on its attacks. Like, it's kind of this is just worse than the actual Divine. This is actually worse than the actual Divine was. Where's my A-Gear, Hasbro? Oh, amazing. Wow. 4-in-1. 4-in-1 4-in-1 ways to waste your money. Is this set worth I don't know, bro. Like, honestly, what are you getting out of this? The disc? The disc for attack, I guess? And, like, 2? Because the Evo Bellfire? 2 parts? You could say lightning. But even, like, even on the old stuff, whatever, they're kind of just, they're even kind of lower compared to others. I don't know. I want to be honest. For a Hasbro only collector, I don't know why every single time that they have their own exclusive stuff, they can't even do it right. Not that much value. Not that much value. If you want to get it, you're going to do what everyone else does when there's a big Hasbro set. You're going to wait for it to come on discount to like 1/4 of the price. Then, maybe an investment. Otherwise, like, Lightning is considerable to prominence and glory, okay, but it's worse than Gambit, so that means I would just get the Gambit 2-pack. Pandora is weaker compared to most QS chips, so I would probably get other 2-packs or singles or starters for that reason. The disc is good for attack. No negative there on that one. Okay, fine, sure. Everything else, the tip, worse than kick. You don't even need to do the adventure one because the tall attackers just do not work unless there's a specific one. Guard is okay, but Divine sucks. Even with G13, mind you, G13, the entire purpose is to actually buff attack types to make them even really good for Hasbro. If you're buying the set, it's like what? The disc and that's it? And maybe the stadium. But if you're just looking on comp and you don't care about the stadium, then yeah, this has no value. And if they don't reprint the disc, then you can maybe make an argument there. But if they reprint the disc, you have no reason to get this set. No real reason, unless you just like the animation or whatever. Then you have one reason. That's it for now. And make sure to check out our original review on our main channel, by the way. And also make sure to check out our store. It's an optional way to support the channel. I appreciate any support regardless, and hope you enjoy the competitive testings for the Thunder Edge battle set. These testings are really important. In fact, if you ever hear someone claim, oh, this is actually good for the Hasbro collectors or some nonsense like that, you know, just link this video and just say, nah, you're actually lying because it's not. Yeah, that'll be it for now. Bye.